Hello everyone, Deanna and I are here again this week, so grab your smoothie.
And join us.
Hopefully you're at this stage. I know Monica is. So she started
with the lemon water, or the lemon honey water, and then she progressed to the celery juice.
Right.
And she got the blender that the medical medium, or the juicer that the medical medium recommends. And then now she's on the heavy metal detox smoothie every day.
Yeah, and she has lost 10 pounds. So
really?
I'm sure that was a big portion of the bloat.
Wow.
And she said it came off slowly. It was very gradual, natural. And now she's really motivated.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to hear about that.
Yeah,
That's great for Monica.
Yeah.
So really, this is, I look forward to this every day. And, I've always been one to eat to live and not live to eat. And there's either one, one's not better than the other, but that's who I am. And I am so glad that I don't have to think about what I'm going to have every morning.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly what I'm going to have. I have my lemon honey water. I look forward to it. And then I have my celery juice, and that tastes so good. At first it did not taste good at all.
Oh, your tastes are going to change through the whole process too.
Because of the detoxing.
Well, yeah, because the detoxing, and then your body craves what you give it.
Yes.
So even if it doesn't taste that great in the beginning, so some women have asked me, so can I mix something with the celery juice? I really don't like the taste of celery. And so I say, just put a little bit of apple in it.
Oh, yeah.
If that's going to help you to start drinking it. And with the intention that you are going to just go to straight celery juice.
Your body's going to want it.
Yeah. And then your body does crave it. And one of the best things about the celery juice for me was that I didn't crave salt anymore. So you're getting all the mineral salts. It was very gradual. Getting all the mineral salts, and so you don't crave, and you don't even want to use salt. So that was all a gradual process.
And I think it's because of the dulse. That instead of putting it in my smoothie, I eat it along with it because I love the chewing, and actually that brings me to we really should be chewing our smoothies. So
you skipped over the celery juice and the mineral salts, and then this helps too because this is a leaf. It's not the flakes that sometimes we put in our smoothie, but these are actual leaves of seaweed. And this company that we get it from, it's very fresh. It's fresh out of the waters of Maine, and it's harvested frequently.
Yeah.
So it is always very, very fresh. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks to get it after you order it.
Oh yeah.
Because of how fresh it is.
We've run out.
Yes. So this is part of our daily.
So it's called Ironbound is the company, and we'll have the link below.
Yes, and this is part of our daily practice.
So I don't have to think about what I'm eating.
Right, until lunch. Right. So you don't have to think, what do I want for breakfast? Or it's also very satisfying for the body, so body and brain. So the heavy metal detox is the glucose and all the fruit. That's what our brains run on is glucose, but it's the healthy glucose. Yeah. So this is our, I usually have 32 ounces and sometimes up to 64 ounces because I'll add more banana.
Because for the calories.
For the calories, yes. So because we're very active during the day and we need more calories during the day.
Or else you get fatigued. You feel really tired. So you have to have enough glucose in order to give your brain the fuel to energize your body.
And you do have to eat more and more often when you're on this lifestyle. Which with this type of food, it's easy.
It's so
we'll have lunch of a salad.
I didn't start out, I would have to have something savory for lunch at first, and then gradually I was like, just fruit until like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and I started having salads at lunch, and sometimes I'll bring some of my leftover steamed vegetables from the night before. So it's a complete day, and then I go home and have my dinner.
Yeah.
But then for snacks, we always have apple, date, celery, sometimes cucumber.
I love the apple and date because for me, it reminds me of the caramel apples.
Yeah.
And it would have to be a special occasion like a fall festival. or something that we would get the caramel apples in as a child. So it's one of my favorite food memories.
Yeah.
And so the apple and date taste just like a caramel apple. And it tastes so good.
Yeah, they do. And at first I thought dates were really sweet, and I could only take a little bite of that and then the apple. And now I can like take a bite.
You can eat a whole.
Hello there.
Oh, Hutchie wants to say hi.
Someone's calling.
He wants to be part of the video.
So this is Hutch.
Yes.
So
it's
Hutch is
Deborah's
my
puppy.
dog. It's a little Shih Tzu who was rescued from Lollipop at 9 months old, and he's turning 13. He's also on a raw diet. He does get raw ground beef or sardines with his vegetables.
He loves the dolls.
He loves dolls. Oh, there you go. And so he acts like just the mellow dog that he is, but he acts younger because of the diet that he's on. So he's been on this for a while.
I'll hold your baby.
Thank
He wants
you.
to be up here with us.
All right, so the snacking, and you can snack whenever you're hungry. Because you're eating really good healthy food.
Yeah. I mean, I recently was in the company of someone who, just struggles with her weight. She's up and she's down and she's up and she's down, and she's been up for a while. And I said, it's because you're not eating enough.
Right.
So your body will store the fat, and because it's your body saying, oh my God, I don't know when I'm going to get more nutrients. So it stores it. So believe it or not, the more often you eat, every 2 hours at least, then you'll lose weight.
Yeah, and our body is the intelligence, and if we just listen to our body and know what to do, it's just that we've had mixed messages our whole lives, and a lot of misconceptions and a lot of things that have been pushed out because of industries, having an influence over whatever is being touted, is the latest and
Because
greatest.
of greed.
Yes,
All
because of greed.
Yeah.
And so this, we're eating from the earth. It's live, vibrational food, and so you feel more alive when you're eating.
And when you're around somebody that seems to have so much energy, it's really, if they're on a great diet, that is the reason why. If they're on a raw diet, that's the reason
I don't get the lows in mid-afternoon at all because I stay satiated and nourished throughout the day.
I do.
And I don't do caffeine, and that was gradual. That was a gradual.
I love the smell of it, but now there's just the smell, the olfactory memory, I think is what it's called. I just love the smell, and that's all I have to have is a smell.
Yeah. So it's a gradual process. You don't even have to think about any of this.
Happens.
It happens naturally, and it is fun to do it with a friend.
It is. Very.
So talk to your bestie or your mom or your daughter and get someone else that, who's in your circle to do it with you.
So much more fun.
Yeah.
And we're here too. So just comment or send us an email at info@tinmakeup.com.
We also have coaching. We have coaching at our menu in our studio, in person, one-on-one coaching. So that's also an option for you.
So great to have when you're starting to change your lifestyle in such a significant way.
It's the support.
It is.
Because it is kind of a lonely road at first, because the majority of people in our spheres all have a regular standard American diet. So it
was hard for family members to adjust.
Yeah.
So that's why, because it was gradual, it was easier. It was easier for them because it was very gradual.
Yeah, and now they're starting to change a little bit, eating more fruit and vegetables because they're watching us and
transform right before their eyes.
Because we bring our food, to family gatherings, and they eat their stuff and we eat our stuff, and so they've been watching and they see how much energy we have. And living this lifestyle, it does take energy because there is a lot of prep, in what we do.
There is, and that's the biggest, the biggest observation that someone has said to me. It's just like, oh my gosh, you're always chopping vegetables, but I'm not. And I enjoy the prep. I really, really enjoy preparing my food now more so than I ever have in my whole life.
Yeah, and then when you put that energy into the food you're preparing, imagine it does.
It makes a difference as to the vibration of the food that you're eating, and bringing that feeling into your body as well. You can tell when something tastes really delicious. It's a lot of the reason is because the person who prepared it really enjoys what they're doing,
Yeah.
and they just put that high vibration into what they're doing, which affects the food.
Yeah, and it's love.
And it's energy.
That's it. Love is the highest vibration.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna. So which brings us to to look and feel vibrant. This is a big part of it. Our body is a huge part of it, and I do want to segue into the Tim tip that we're gonna.
Yes.
That I wanted to demonstrate today.
Because doing this every day and connecting with yourself makes you feel really good.
Yeah, because and for the whole day.
Yeah,
Because
the whole day.
when you do your makeup in the morning, and then every time you catch a glimpse of yourself,
Whether
you
it's
smiled,
appetite.
you're happy with what you see. So that's
And really, you'll just be amazed at how you're literally, it sounds pretty extreme, but your life will change.
oh yeah,
Your life will change.
yeah, in really positive
And
ways.
just, do it until it becomes a habit, which
Yeah.
is like, just commit to doing it 28 times, 28 days in a row. Do it on the weekends, because you deserve to feel really good on the weekends too. I mean, the reason why we're doing this is for ourselves. It's not for anybody else.
Well, and not only that, when you're prepared, like say you get up on a Saturday or Sunday, because we've had a lot of clients tell us that they're not doing it on the weekends, like they're taking a break. And it's actually not something that is a chore.
No.
And when you're putting the love into it and putting the love into yourself and knowing that it's something that you do for yourself, then that makes it much easier. So
nice.
It's like you want to do it every day.
Yes.
Even on the weekends. And then on the weekends, say someone calls you and says, hey, there's a great something going on today, and why don't we go? And you're like, sure, and you're ready.
Just change
on the
your
fly.
clothes,
Yep.
change your clothes, and you're ready to go.
Yeah. So the eye definer marker. Last week we covered the eye definer shadow, and Deanna had a lot of difficulty with the eye definer shadow just because of it was always too much. So it always ended up underneath her eyes.
I don't want black circles underneath my eyes.
No, and every day she came in and I said, Deanna, you've got black underneath. So we've been demonstrating that, and we even did a lesson yesterday in the studio.
Maybe we can put the link in the email
to the video. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we could.
we'll put the link to the video as well.
Yeah, and it might even show up on here because my social media manager is so good at putting videos into it. So we'll see.
Good.
Anyhow, you'll be able to see the lesson.
My client Pat, who had been really diligently and being really patient and kind to herself as well, in learning the 4 steps. And she came in to get her brows done yesterday, and I said, your makeup looks really good. However, I do want to show you a pointer about your eye definer. And she was so grateful. And so I brought her out here, and Deborah actually gave her like a lesson, and we recorded it.
Yes.
And so that's going to be on here as well.
So
good review.
What was it about the shadow that she wasn't using it? Or why
She was using it too. Oh, she said it was becoming too wide, but you told her it was because
the eye definer marker,
which you're going to show right now,
was too wide.
So she showed Pat how to fix that.
Yes. So to fix it, I just used a Q-tip and moistened the Q-tip and went along that line and made it thinner. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you do get it on too thick. So when you're first learning to do the eye definer marker, so you apply it and then get the Q-tip wet and make it as thin as you can. And it should only be on the seam in between the lid and the lashes. And that's that
very
little,
thin.
Yeah, very thin. And so that's what makes your lashes look fuller without having to use anything else. Mascara does not make our lashes look fuller. If you really look at your lashes after you apply your mascara, it's clumping them together. And so that makes it more of a distraction.
Fake.
Yeah.
It looks
unnatural. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So we don't want anything that's super obvious. And so we're going to make sure when you use the eye definer marker that it's right on the seam. So you're just resting the tip of the eye definer pen right on your lashes. So you use your lashes as a guide, and then you slide up very gently. And as soon as you feel that coldness on your lid, you pull it away. And then you do a series of connecting dashes. When you get to the outer corner, you can use the very tip, and the inner corner, use the very tip of this marker. And so that way you get a more tapered line as well. And
I just want to, when in the instructional video, Deborah says to rest and press, rest and press.
No, it's
Rest.
Rest. Oh yeah, and then press it. That's right.
And then rest it on your lashes.
Yes.
Slide it up, and then just press.
And so sometimes you don't even have to put any pressure on it.
Mm-mm.
So you're just feeling that coldness.
No
and
pressure.
As soon as you feel that, you
very, very little pressure
come away.
or no pressure.
I also use a magnified mirror. And so if you tilt your chin up and look down into the mirror and get this close enough, you can see very close. And so you can get very, very, what's the word? It's not the definition, it's the
you can get
the
very,
precision.
Very,
you can get very precisely
yeah.
at the right at the right point.
Yeah. And no pressing, just rest it.
Right.
Just a little light press. That's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the
shadow over it. So again, a review on the shadow. I didn't bring it over here. I do, but I don't have the brush. Yes, I do. Okay, I got them both. So I'm going to demonstrate this again because how much product you pick up makes a difference in how the finished product looks too. So we swipe back and forth. That's it. Okay, and then take what's on the brush and work it right into the brush. Okay, then you use it on your eyes and you just set it right on that line that you put on and slide, you just sketch it. It's kind of a sketching motion. You set it down and drag it. Yep, just like that.
Just very short strokes.
Yes. And that way you get just enough on.
Yeah.
Now to do the other eye, I will see if there's enough on here. If it's not coming off, then I do just 2 more simple swipes, work it all in again. Okay, so try that and let us know how it works for you.
Because this has become the most challenging step for people. And now we've really broken it down to all the different segments. And so just be patient and be kind to yourself when you're learning this. And once you learn it, you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel so accomplished.
Yeah, and let us know. And if you need extra help, you can always come in into the studio, or if you are not in Rochester, we could do it virtually as well.
Yeah, perfect.
So just put a comment in. And
and let us know. Let us know what you think of, and if you have any questions or about anything.
We're not ending yet.
Okay.
One more thing. You sounded like you were going to do the closing.
I did.
I just want to talk a little bit about how I brought my lifestyle on my car camping trip that I took with my daughter. And so it was a little bit more challenging than going to an Airbnb, driving there, having all of your appliances, right? So what we planned for was to do salads and nori wraps.
You and Sam.
My daughter and I, yeah. So she and I planned, and all you need is a grocery store nearby. And so there's always a grocery store nearby, and we would load up on our veggies, and at night we would do either a salad or the nori wraps. And we're going to start having recipes in our videos, and if there's something that we talk about and we haven't shown it yet, just give us a request.
Yes.
Okay.
So
another thing that we did was one day I wanted mushrooms in my nori wrap for dinner that night, and so Sam marinated them in lemon and lemon and garlic, a little bit of maple syrup or honey probably. Okay, and then we had it in a glass container, and we roasted it in the sun. Because we were in Florida and it was nice and warm too. And so then they were marinated.
Sun cooked.
Yeah, sun cooked mushrooms in our mushroom wraps that night.
That sounds delicious.
I know, it was. Yeah, we just brought it to the beach with us.
I know. And it's so easy.
Sun roasted.
I know it. It's so great.
And it was so delicious.
Oh my gosh.
It was so nice to have
I can taste it now.
Yeah. So
and then I just want to show you the dessert that Sam made us last night that she forgot to give to us. So I'm having it for breakfast along with my smoothie. But it's bananas with maple syrup and cinnamon and vanilla.
And fresh vanilla bean.
And it is so delicious. And she sliced them lengthwise and put them in the oven for...
At 350 for probably about, 15, 20 minutes until the bananas are baked. And it has this nice syrup on it. And then the bananas have like a texture of a cake, don't they? So I said, from now on, this is my
cake.
My cake.
My dessert. This is so good.
Yeah.
So imagine once you detox and your taste buds get so refined that this just tastes like
a cake.
Oh my
and
gosh,
it's better
just
than
so
a cake.
good. It's so it's better
Because
for
you don't get that
high
sugar.
the sugar.
Nope.
Okay, ladies, a lot of information here. Hope you really enjoyed this, and let us know if there's anything else you want us to talk about.
And look in the links for the videos,
Instructional
and the
videos.
links. Yes, lots of information down there. And
love
give us a
you.
comment,
We're
give
here
us
for
some
you.
love.
And sending all of our love to each and every one of you.
And we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.